With all this recent rain, you may have noticed that there's little parasites floating around Oklahoma. And Justin, let's talk about mosquitoes.
Yeah, so with the water we've received, we've got quite a few mosquitoes out, and two types of mosquitoes are out: the floodwater mosquitoes and the container breeding mosquitoes. The ones that I would be mainly concerned about at this time are the floodwater mosquitoes that are breeding at this time of year, and with the recent amount of rainfall, could become a significant problem if the temperatures start increasing significantly.
Now, the floodwater mosquitoes, that's like what we have back here. This would be their habitat, just, dank water.
Yes, that's correct, Dave. Any standing water that's still and is not moving a lot can harbor floodwater breeding mosquitoes. Basically, what happens is that they'll lay their eggs in areas that can contain water, even when there's no water present, and they're pretty resilient and can and survive when it's really dry. And then when the rains come, they'll hatch out. Is there anything that we can do about getting rid of the mosquitoes? So the main thing is to reduce the amount of water if you can. Now, in certain areas, it's just not feasible. I understand that. But if you can, reduce the water in any kind of container, or if it's an area that you can drain yourself in your backyard, or make it where the water drains out, that's the number one thing. The other thing is you can use what we call these mosquito dunks. In more proper terms, they're called larvicides. And if you use these larvicides, they're very safe to use. They're either bacterial in nature, so bacillus type products, or they're what we call insect growth regulators. And these insect growth regulators are very safe, but you do have to follow the label when you apply them. In the event that it stops raining and all this water is gone, will we still have to worry about mosquitoes after this? Yes, you will. So basically, there's different types of mosquitoes, and depending on the type of breeding habitats there are. We have a lot of water right now, so we have a lot of floodwater mosquitoes. Well, when the waters do dry out, we can have a lot of these container breeding mosquitoes, or these more what we call transient water mosquitoes. And those tend to peak later in the summer, and those are ones that are more involved in the transmission of the West Nile virus, more so than those that are breeding in the water right now. So when we're out on an evening and it's dusk, is there a good way to keep the mosquitoes off of you? So there's various repellents out there that you can use. The one that's been proven effective for a long time now are those that contain DEET. Now, most formulations of DEET, if you want good adequate control, you want anywhere from 10% to 15%. Those that require anything more, you've got to be careful where you put it, especially on children. You don't want to put it on a child that's less than 2 months of age, and you don't want to put it on their hands. But DEET is a very good repellent, and it has been proven to be very efficacious in repelling multiple species of mosquitoes. The other things there's an approved repellent from the CDC called picaridin. And the picaridin repellent is safe as well, and you can put that one on children as well as DEET. But the thing you have to consider with any of these repellents is you want to be careful, not put too much. And then the other thing is to wear long sleeve clothing in evening times when you have a lot of mosquito repellent. And thank you very much, Justin. And you have a newsletter that kind of covers all this information. Yes, that's correct. Okay, and for a link to that, you can find it on our website, sunup.okstate.edu.